Hey, Michelle here from Sensate Soul and the Soul Translator, and in this video I want to talk about discernment with you. So I work with sensitivity, and sensitivity particularly being a spiritual and personal development path, an embodiment path, so very grounded spirituality, as well as I specialize in working with coaching, life coaching, and I specialize as well with HSPs and empaths, and also what I call us empreneurs, those who are using their empathic creative abilities and talents to create businesses and lives that help them and as well also help others. So in this video, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about discernment, and I want to speak particularly about influential discernment. So I've been having this realization lately that I could probably say at this point, I'll be, a little bit humble brag here, that I probably would have the equivalent of a master's in business and marketing from my 14 years of being an entrepreneur, and particularly being online, and all of the people, all the amazing people that I have learned and that have helped influence me. There are so many awesome online thought leaders and entrepreneurs and course creators. There's just an incredible array of people to learn from online. And I also want to speak to, well, Mr. Ollie wants to speak to, having discernment, and particularly for HSPs and empaths and empreneurs, because of our sensitivity, because of our impressionability. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. Because of how connected to other people's dreams, to other people's energies that we can be, it's really important to discern who we're following, who we are spending our time and energy on. And, I'm saying this definitely from the experience of lots of people that I followed. They just weren't a match. But they were very successful in things that I wanted to be successful in, or they seemed to have this foolproof system that I could just plug and play, and, everything would just be groovy, and abundance and prosperity would be flowing, And of course, we all have to do our own work, no matter who, we are following or working with, or being coached by, or being influenced by. It's like it always comes down to us doing our own inner work. So but because there is a extremely big selection online, I just want to support you in practicing discernment. And I do have a couple tips here just at the end that I want to offer, because we can get really overwhelmed, really confused, and it can really affect our self-esteem when we feel like, when we look at things online and we just see all of these stories and all this information, all of these different people who are, sharing their gig. And we have to remember, it's like lately I've been thinking about, it's almost like going online is almost like being in a constant commercial. Like if you think about, like if it's like TV, and when you don't get the actual show that you're watching. What if you were watching a show that was just constant advertisements? And it was just like this little blip and that little blip. And, we would just feel like, I know I would feel like I was just getting freaking yanked all over the place. And because HSPs and empaths can also be very sensitive to other people's life story, to other people's experiences in life, and we want to pay attention, we want to give them our attention, and we want to understand, and we want to be supportive. But it can just feel like it ends up being like a pinball game, where it's just emotionally and energetically and and every way we can start feeling frayed because we've given so many different stories and personalities and different things our energy. And it's literally like sitting down and, like, if you're on social media for an hour, you've just watched an hour of commercials. That's, I know there's a lot of important stuff that's shared, that there's true life stuff, true sharing, true heart stuff, true stories of success and inspiration, all of that. I'm not taking away from any of that, but I do feel like we need to be discerning on where we're putting our energy. And it's a way to create more ease and peace and alignment in our lives as well. There is too much information out there. Honestly, it's just too much information for the brain, for our bodies, for our energy systems. Our bodies and our brains have not changed since we became humans, and that's a long, long time. And then we have all this information and all of this potential influence on our emotions, on our energetic bodies, on our psyches, and it can just get really intense. So here are a couple tips I want to give, because I know it's like, okay, well, I love technology, I love social media, none of it's going away, but we can learn how to be able to take care of ourselves when we're using it and how we're using it. So here's the first tip. When you are really feeling drawn to somebody, spend a little time with them. You can put some filters on. So if you're online, maybe there's just a couple people that you really want to hear from that you're checking out, that maybe you want to work with them, or maybe you want to do their online course or program. And then all the other ones, you can snooze people, you can hide their ads. So it's good to just let yourself get really involved with someone's presence, someone's offerings, someone's story. Find those one or two people that are really inspiring to you, and then just pay attention to them for a little bit and let yourself have an experience of them. Avoid the temptation of getting really involved with the personality or the brand or the story of 5-10 different people. Give yourself, like, here's one thing that I do sometimes. It's like, I will take the month and I will say, this is the person I'm going to listen to this month, because I really am feeling drawn towards their message, their mission, their story. I want to know more about them. So this is who this is my person this month. Sometimes it's 2, it's generally more 1. So we do need to just start filtering who we're listening to, because all of it is making an impression or an influence in our psyche, and it can really start to affect our self-esteem and our self-trust, because it's just TMI. The second one is going through your email and decluttering it and unsubscribing from people that you have randomly or impulsively subscribed to, that now you're getting lots of emails and it's just filling up your box, and it's taking your time and energy, and you're not interested in their message anymore, or you're not interested in their content. And it's okay, to just unsubscribe. That's, you have every single right to do that. So sometimes, things that have drawn us in before, that we've been interested in, we're no longer interested. So give yourself permission to just clear it out of your mailbox. And then the third one is identify what your top needs or top priorities are, whether it's in your personal growth or whether it's in business growth or, health, or whatever is your primary thing, your priority for that month, and make that important. Make that your sole focus. And with that, then select or filter out, 1 or 2 people that you're going to pay attention to, that are going to offer you some sort of help or assistance or new ideas or something that you can learn that is going to fit into what that priority is. Using your attention discerningly, and you're able to go deeper with something, with a particular topic or also a particular person, and really meet your own needs. So like an example of that for me has been, for the last month, my health has been really the issue that I've been focusing most on. So of course, you know, there has to be a give and take, and some things have been put on the back burner where my health and lifestyle and how I nourish myself has been my priority. So I spend a lot of my time focusing on that. And it really helps my mind and my intentions be a lot clearer when I'm not putting too much on my plate, pun intended. So those are 3 tips that you can use to help discern, like, where are you really putting your attention? Because it can get so distracting and so disorienting even, and sometimes can create more self-doubt and less self-confidence when we have so much influence from other people and their ideas and their systems and their ways, or even their spiritualities and everything. We are the ones that need to be the gatekeepers of our attention and our intention. And, you know, only us can hold those keys. So with these 3 tips of limiting the people that you listen to, you know, you can always switch them out each month, but maybe there's just 1 or 2 that are really the key people that you want to pay attention to for a month. You know, then also clearing out your emails and decluttering your box so that you're not getting lots and lots of stuff, because all of those energies are wanting something from you. That's what I feel. You know, they all have something to offer, or there's something that they want to share. And, you know, really being discerning about, like, who you're letting into your email box. And then the next one is, you know, just as a recap here, letting yourself have what's your priority and who you're going to be listening to help you in that priority. All right, so there we go. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear what you feel about this, and do use the tips to help you have a bit more of a peaceful presence and clearer mind. No need to be watching a whole hour or 2 worth of commercials, because that's, to me, is certain what Facebook and different social media is kind of starting to feel like. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend, do all that social media love. If I am somebody who you want to listen to more of. And also do come on over to sensatesoul.com, where you can get more support for sensitivity, creativity, empathy, prosperity. And also check out Sensate Soul School. Okay, so much love. See you in the next video. Bye for now.